Greetings and welcome back to Los Angeles Sex Therapy Team Video Interview Series, founded by Moushumi Ghose, AMFT. In this series, we introduce you to our therapists and our coaches so you can get to know them on a more personal level by seeing them, hearing their voices, and learning more about their unique approaches to this work. I'm your host, Jamie Azar, sex, relationship, and intimacy coach at Last and founder of Erotic Expressions. And today we're joined by Ashleigh Abromovici, who will be sharing her insights into her philosophy and the unique way that she supports clients. Welcome, Ashleigh, and thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, Jamie.
We're excited to learn more about your work. So, Ashleigh, we're curious, what inspired you to become a sex therapist?
Well, I've always been fascinated by the intersection of the mind, body, and spirit. So the way that we connect and heal and express ourselves through intimacy. And I have a background in yoga and meditation, somatic therapy. So I felt like becoming a sex therapist was a natural extension of that, just really supporting people to reclaim a sense of aliveness and self-expression and safety in a place that really was a space for connection, curiosity, and compassion rather than shame. And it just felt like a natural evolution to join in that space.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I love hearing that work you do around moving people from shame to that curiosity and compassion. It sounds like becoming a sex therapist was just a natural evolution of the work that you were doing and some of those other facets of work that you were studying as well. So what would you say, Ashleigh, is your unique approach to working with clients?
Yeah, so my work integrates somatic awareness and nervous system regulation. And I draw on this from the various modalities I've trained in and my own personal experience, being in IFS, polyvagal theory, as well as mindfulness. And so my goal is to help clients to slow down and to tune into what's happening internally. So building safety in the body before moving into deeper emotional or relational work. And whether we're exploring desire, communication, or healing from trauma, we always start from a place of connection. And I'm really big on grounding and resourcing. And I also like to bring in creativity and play and remind people that pleasure and healing can coexist together.
Absolutely. And with that being said, what would you say is one misconception about sex therapy you'd like to clear up?
Yeah, I'd say misconception is that it's not really just about fixing a problem in the bedroom. In reality, sex therapy is really about understanding relationship to self and to others. So this can be beliefs, narratives, boundaries, capacity for pleasure, and really about cultivating this trust and communication rather than technique. And for me, it's less about performance and really about human connection and cultivating a sense of presence and also compassion in the work for ourselves and for others.
Yeah, I think that's really helpful. Thank you for sharing that. What do you, Ashleigh, would you say absolutely love about the work that you do?
Yeah, I love witnessing a moment when someone feels a genuine sense of curiosity and safety about their own body, when this shame starts to soften, if that's something an individual is dealing with, and start to experience themselves as whole. Just being present for moments of curiosity and clarity. And when I can see that people really are developing a sense of self-compassion that leads them toward more play and creativity, it's just an honor to be on a journey alongside someone like that.
Absolutely. It sounds very affirming. I'm hearing that it's not like people coming to you feeling like you're broken, right? We're not here to necessarily solve a problem. I'm hearing it's more about curiosity and exploration and let's find some play in this and compassion. So I love what you're sharing, and I can imagine the safety that clients feel when they come to work with you. With that being said, what do you want clients to feel after a session with you?
Yeah, on that note too, about what you just said, I like people to feel grounded, to feel seen, and to feel hopeful. So if they can develop that sense of curiosity in session, my goal is that they can then start to play with that outside of session, right? And begin to get a clearer sense of what's happening inside of them, and also leave each session with like at least one doable way to support themselves between sessions. So I want people to feel like they have permission to ask for what they need, and to move toward the connection at their own pace.
So I'm hearing, that sense of grounding, really leaning into the compassion and curiosity. And I'm also hearing that there might also be some practical steps or tools or ways to bring clients into some sort of action steps outside of session working with you. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I'm curious to end on kind of a more personal flavor here. Ashleigh, what's one hobby, passion, or fun fact that shapes who you are?
Yeah, I'd say one of my biggest hobbies is I really love to get into the ocean on a weekly basis. The ocean teaches me a lot about just the natural rhythm of our surroundings and of surrender, and it's just something I really try to connect with each week, as well as connecting with just the various animals in my life at home and also my family. They teach me a lot every day. My kids do.
Amazing. That sounds, I know, delightful right now as we're experiencing a freeze warning over here in South Carolina. But thanks for sharing that. I'm curious, is there anything else you're feeling called to share or just compelled to say to folks who might be considering reaching out and working with you?
Yeah, that just if you have the call to or the pull to start, just begin. You don't need anything specific to get started. Just as we mentioned that word curiosity, and allow yourself to really interview more than just one therapist and see what feels right for you. It's a good place to start. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much again, Ashleigh, for being here. It was an honor learning more about you and the work that you do with clients. And thanks everyone for tuning into another episode here on Los Angeles Sex Therapy Team Video Interview Series. We'll see you next time.